Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com. I call a spade and I call it like it is. And I'm going to do that here. I have been very critical of the NPC. I've been very critical of every organization except for the only two organizations I've never seen a political issue with. And that is the OCB and the ANBF, which are natural bodybuilding organizations. I am not going to talk about my placing. I'm not going to post comparison pics because it is what it is. And if people disagree, they tend to get really mean online, whether it's against me or against the guy that beat me. So if you want to see comparison pictures, you're going to have to look at someone else's Facebook or YouTube or Instagram, because honestly, I asked a couple people if I should show these pictures, and out of respect for the promoter and for NABBA, I don't choose to do that. It also, if I post it and people say stuff, it does make me look like a crybaby. Honestly, I think I deserve second place because I didn't bring it hard enough to erase all doubt, and that is my fault. I should have looked so good that if I got second place, people threw chairs. And I didn't look that good. I did sit around all day. I didn't get on stage till 11 p.m. There was no pump-up equipment, while the dude who beat me did compete in other classes and did get a chance to move around during the day. But that's no excuse. I didn't bring it. I need to bring it better, and I've started training. I don't live my life looking back and saying I shoulda, woulda, coulda. I look forward and say, what could I have done better? There is one thing I would like to call out, and I would like to say it was the shadiest thing I've ever seen in my bodybuilding career. There is a guy, Wayne. Wayne is straight from Africa. I kid you not, he is African because he had the MC call him Wayne Mufasa. Wayne Mufasa. Funniest guy I've ever met. And it was in, I believe, the men's, I think it's called the Athletic Fit Division, and NABBA's version of physique. And Bob, who is the owner of NABBA, was there, and I'm going to call Bob out and put him on the spot for being old school and shady as fuck in this situation. Wayne was on stage, and Wayne clearly beat the hell out of number 2 and 3. I didn't know Wayne before this show. It was one of those things where it was really clear that he won. And I'll tell you why we knew he won later. Wayne was on stage and Bob asked him to show his abs. Wayne did not hear him. Wayne waved and walked off stage. Wayne was docked 3 points for unsportsmanlike conduct because he didn't hear Bob speak. So Bob mandated his judges, because the owner or the guy who runs NABBA USA was sitting right there. And I don't care if this ruins my potential in NABBA, I have to call a spade a spade. I've been so critical of the NPC, of crooked motherfuckers like Roman and the alleged John Lindsay scandals, that I need to really get out there and say this. Because this needs to change. Bob, I hope you're watching this. I want you to call me so I can tell you exactly how I feel. Okay, I deserve my placing. I'll just state that for the record. Wayne lost the actual category that counted, the open category, because of those 3 points. And the reason we know Wayne won, later in the day they did the Iron Fit class, which is basically for local people who train and reside in Pennsylvania, and the gym that hosted it, John, his gym is Iron Fit. Now, Wayne, without even being compared again, beat the guy who beat him in the shitty little local competition they had, judged by the same people. Those 3 points that Bob took off were the reason that Wayne did not win the open class, and that is bullshit. I would like to say this is the biggest rob, because here's the thing, when you lose and you get screwed, you don't come back, usually, and have a chance to win based on something else. Bob, the president of NABBA, his ego is so fucking big that someone didn't hear him, and instead of having the MC go back and get him to come out and show his abs, Bob cost him that show. And for that, I'd like to say, Bob, in this scenario, you were wrong, you're a shady motherfucker, and you need to call Wayne up and apologize for costing him a win, and I believe his pro card. That is fucked up. That is the shadiest thing I've ever seen, because Wayne came back later in the day and beat the guy who beat him. And I would like to say the guy who beat him looked damn good. And I'm not taking anything away from his win, but he knows that he did not win that overall. He lost to Wayne later without even being rejudged. The same judging But because those 3 docked points for unsportsmanlike conduct, and I was sitting right by Remo, the owner of the IFPA, and Remo's like, I've never seen anything like this in all my years. So NABBA, Bob, you're in your 80s. You need to get out of the friggin' 1950s. You need to step into the technology age. First of all, NABBA, improve your website. It's a fucking joke. Second of all, if you ever want to have a chance to compete with NPC, hell, at least Inspire. Look, I've said what I've had to say about Inspire. At least they know how to utilize social media. And you look at NABBA Australia and NABBA UK, they utilize social media. The reason NABBA's getting their ass kicked in the US is because you guys are inept at marketing and promotions. And also you have old school shit like this. If you're gonna claim that you're more fair and more just the NPC, how are you gonna let a guy lose who brought a superior physique because of some old school gentlemanly bullshit and he didn't hear you? Bob, have you ever competed? Have you ever tried to hear anything on stage? I didn't hear it. It wasn't said over the microphone. Okay, no one can hear you on stage. For you to dock my boy Wayne, that's some fucked up shit. So Bob, everybody, I encourage you, I'm going to post the email down below. Email NABBA's website, email NABBA's email, and demand that Wayne gets apologized to. That's all I got to say. I'm Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com. Wayne, you know goddamn well you won that show. And Bob, get your ass out of the 1940s and start acting like an organization that can put up a fight. Because nonetheless, NABBA in Australia crushes it. NABBA in the UK crushes it. NABBA in America is a fucking joke. Get your head out of your ass. That's how I came.